thank you for all the emojis before the show starts. But welcome to Nearing Nirvana, episode 91 of Long Story Short.
This is the Dennis Rodman
Am I all
episode
lagging?
for when he was on the Bulls. So
it should have been all worm covers.
The worm. Yeah.
Oh, my internet is super low.
I loved
my
Rodman, man, when he was playing in those years, man. He was such a grinder. He was an animal.
Or the Pistons, yeah. Bro, do you remember when he couldn't make a free throw and then it got in the finals? That was like, and then he hit his free throws. It was like, holy shit!
And then even when he was
made
playing
a free
for the
throw, like he missed every fucking free throw, man. They should have won. They should have won it in what 88, right? They should have won three. They should have three-peated, man. They got ripped off. Called that foul on Lambeer, and he didn't even touch Kareem. I still remember.
Even when he was on, when he was on the Bulls, he was still grinding. He was grinding on.
Oh yeah, he's just a freak, man.
I loved him on the Bulls. I mean, that was like he reinvented himself, but like just showing you like what if you could just go out there and rebound, like how valuable you can be.
Bro, he fell in the Bulls' hands, dude. Like, are they going? Are you serious? We got Rodman here. Okay, we'll take him.
All right, people are getting ready to make some bad eBay decisions. So you know what that means.
Aaron, you're lagging. We're gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay, gosh.
You're gonna have to ask me to leave.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm just playing. Whatever, Joe.
I'm doing the best I can. Here, I'll be at the bottom then.
Homie, you are IT. What's going on? You are an IT professional.
It's because my internet sucks. I know. Just because like I'm an IT professional doesn't mean like I'm IT pro at my house.
you like a police officer that get caught in a drug bust.
That's what it feels like. You know, like my internet starts acting up. Like,
shame.
What do I do? I know.
Shame.
Right?
Hey, Carter, you're gonna have to put on your shades, bro. Let's go.
But
where are they? Did I have those on last week? I forget.
Well, yeah.
Gotta keep.
We weren't on last.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Got to get into character now.
But we do need to thank our sponsors. But maybe they can get me better internet. So shout out to Cover Price. So make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for the 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And thank you to our other sponsors over at Bird City Comics. Sign up for their text line so you don't miss all their exclusive drops and when they go on eBay Live. And you can use the code Nirvana on their website for a 10% discount. And then people are already asking, who's going to the con tomorrow? And I'm assuming he's talking about Terrific Con.
My goal is to get there. So on Friday, probably the only day I could get there. So I'm going to try. So if you bump into me, say hi. But I love that con, man. I always score some great books at that con, man. So if you're there, say hi.
What's the drive like?
For me, it's like an hour and 15. So it's not that bad, really. It's at Mohegan Sun Casino, but it is huge. Big name artists, but like tons and tons of dealers. I always find something there. I mean, I've pulled two Miracle Man number 12 by Adam Hughes out of that place 2 years in a row for $40 a piece. I just, for whatever reason, I do all right at that show. So gonna try to get there.
That is a tough book to get in a 9.8, man.
No shit.
Ooh, copy 801 is going to be a CGC witness. Is that with officially through CGC, or is that through like one of those other third-party grading companies that submit your books to CGC?
Not that bad. An hour and 15 ain't shit. I hear you, man. I grew up in Maine, man. It was an hour and 15 minutes just to get anywhere, so I hear you. Boston's
it takes me an hour to go get to Nate's house from where I live.
Yeah, but Nate lives out there in the woodlands, man.
Yeah, and I live on the complete opposite side.
Yeah.
I live in Pearland, southwest side.
I'm looking at the Terrificon website right now, and
dude, next year, what is that for you? We looked into this already. It's like 8 hours for you. It's too much, right?
I believe so. Let's do a Google Maps.
I think I thought we were guessing 6, but I think you said 8.
Yeah. Mohican Sun. Kinetic. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the first book while he's looking this up.
All right.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna get into some. I'm giving away some of my favorite Golden Age covers that have been on my list for a while, but whatever. We can fight for it if they ever come up. Startling.
See, you're gonna regret that because like something's gonna happen. And
I know, man. I know. I'm a dumbass, but whatever, man. This is a Graham Ingalls cover. Believe it or not, there's a 9.8 in this book, which is bananas to think about. It sold for almost $29,000 back in 2021. 72 on the census in total. That 9.8 was from the Promise Collection, so go figure. But I mean, this is just a Golden Age banger by almost any definition.
Mm-hmm.
I assume nobody has this on the panel.
Yeah, that's a golden 0 for 0 right there.
What are you talking about? I have the 198 on the sunset. I bought it in 2021 for $28,000. No, I didn't spend $28,000 on this book.
What do you suppose if that were to go to market right now? What's that going for? Double?
14.
So I would say probably not double. I mean, the Promise Collection books have actually, most of them have resold a little bit lower because there was so much hype at the time. So I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money. It's a tough one, but I would say I've seen a handful of Promise Collection resell, and they've all gone a little bit lower for the most part. Isn't that what we've been seeing, Carter? And so we've covered a few of those on Hot Book Alert Live.
No, I haven't noticed sales for this.
Not this one in particular, but I would just Promise Collection books.
Yeah.
When they're being resold, they're all down a little bit from the highs when they came out.
Mm-hmm. I think this is like maybe one exception so far. And I think it was like maybe a I'm going to say it was a Batman cover.
Yeah,
but most of those Promise Collections have gone down.
But the fact that this is a 9.8, were there a lot more 9.8s in that Promise Collection? I'm assuming, yeah, from the Golden Age.
They had a lot of high grade. Obviously, that entire collection was high grade, but a lot of 9.4s, 9.6s, 9.2s, that kind of stuff. So yeah, 9.8, Joe. I mean, it's the only one. Wow. And I mean, wouldn't you kill to have this in your collection?
I wouldn't know where to put it. The other books wouldn't deserve to be around. You know what I mean? They might get it dirty.
It's called a safety deposit box.
Yeah, yeah. It's called put away for a long time. Wow.
All right.
Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Well, we're just talking a little Golden Age to start.
All these blondes are falling out of the sky, bro.
There's no red dress on this one, though, so let's just be clear.
It's a red bikini, though.
Is that a bikini? No,
bikini top, and then you got like short hot pants.
Now, what is that called? Like, I think Laura came out and said that was what was the name for it? Oh, and by the way, happy birthday, Laura. One of our sponsors from Bird City Comics.
So I don't think it was Laura. I think it was actually, but it was Ant who corrected.
That's right.
I forget what he called it.
Oh, where it's that certain type of underwear.
Yeah, Ant knows his lingerie.
It's been too long. We got to get him back on the show to talk lingerie with us.
Somebody ring him up. He can set us straight. But yeah, this is a beautiful Alex Schomburg cover. A 9.4 of this one for $9,000. in 2022, which kind of feels low for this book, to be honest with you. I mean, this book has a lot of golden age elements that people like. This was also a Promise Collection book. Ironically, the 9.4.
Were they bloomers? Was that the name of them?
Maybe.
Well, on the Forgive Me Father or Father Forgive Me cover, he said cheekies.
Oh, cheekies. Yes, that's what it was. That's right.
Oh, nice. Mercenant with the recall.
The big brain on Mercenant. That's why I have him on the show, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing slips by him. Nothing slips by him.
I can barely keep my head up.
All right. So we're gonna get into some obscurities now, oddities, whatever you want to call them. All right. So this is a paperback, believe it or not, by Alex Schomburg. Now, I found one. I had no idea these existed. They're not that big. I found one the other day. They're tiny. These are tiny little books, like a quarter of the size of a comic. But Alex Schomburg did the cover of this one. This is The Sex Machine. I haven't read the book yet, so I can't get into exactly what the machine does. But this is by Popular Library from 1950. I think my favorite part of this book is what Carter observed, and I'm gonna let him speak for himself. But Carter, who's working that machine? Would you guess?
That looks like a 1950s version of Peter Parker.
Right?
And on top of that, he's got himself a blonde and a redhead.
Dude, it's Gwen and Mary Jane, bro. Bro, Carter, dude, you found it.
we found what is this? The precursor, the prototype. We found the Peter Parker, Mary
Stanley,
Jane.
bro.
Yeah. Rip-off artist.
That's where he got it. Wow. There it is.
First appearance.
That's the first risque variant for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And
now, these people ask a lot for these books, but you can also find them because nobody, a lot of paperback resellers and book resellers are not listing these with comics. They have no idea what this is. So something to keep an eye open for if you go to used bookstores, whatever. I wouldn't know how to search for it unless they do things alphabetically. I would have no idea how to search for this book. Science fiction, adult, I don't know. But I found one for $15, and you can see his signature there between the redhead's legs there. If you don't know, Alex Schomburg, signed a lot of his works. Zella is his name backwards, Xela. You can see it. The signature down there by the leg of the chair.
That's very cool. Very ahead of his time.
This isn't the end of it. There were two. For what I was able to find, he did two. So there's also Pike's Peak or Bust, also by Alex Schomburg. So from the same publisher, same era, same year.
6969 universe.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways, when I came across these, I'm like, Carter, I hit Carter up, like, have you ever seen these? And what he said to me was, if I had ever seen these, you'd already know about it, I believe is how you responded.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody in the chat, if you've come across these before, let me know, but never seen these before. But if Schomburg is one of the biggest collected golden age artists, these books seem to be interesting opportunities.
These stories are sexicals, where instead of a musical, it breaks out into sex.
I have no idea what's going on this cover, by the way, either. It's like a reporter, and well, so. Anyways, I'll read them and we'll get back to you.
When was the last time you saw Mary Jane?
Hi there.
All right. So Rangers Comics number 52. This is a George Evans cover. A 9.6 sold for $15.60 in 2022, only 12 in the census. I was looking at this book the other day, and all of a sudden, all I could see was Planet Comics. Now, laugh at me for a second. Laugh, but go to the next page for a second. Now, let's just compare. Now, I understand she's not shooting a gun, but he's shooting a gun. That's very similar. Also, that seems to echo the hands we see below. Her leg, she's leaning back, it's kicked out. The Indian on the front is leaning forward. Like, there's a little too much similarity going on here for me to say that there maybe that Dave Stevens wasn't inspired in some way by this book. The girls are redhead on the back. The girls are redhead on the back of the bike. I mean, there's a little too much going on that you at least have to ask the question.
I think you found the origin, bro.
Number one precursor.
Yeah.
I think you found it.
What?
I think you found the origin of the Planet Comics cover. Dude, it is eerily similar.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I was just looking at this for other reasons, and then it just started to come together. I'm like, wait a minute. And I pulled it up. I'm like, this seems like there's just a few. I mean, look at her leg and the way the leg of the girl is on the back of the horse and the back of the bike. I mean, it's probably a stretch, but is it really? I don't know.
I was gonna say you were reaching, but nah, I see it. He's so ridiculous. we gotta save Deborah. No, I want this. Deborah wants this.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on before we lose the audience. All right. This was submitted by Leverage Comics on Instagram, and he said, "Hey, what about this? Is this a Planet Comics One homage?" And I said, "Listen, let's bring it to the audience, and they can tell us."
That's pretty close, man.
Sure. Anything with an ass and a moving device.
Yeah, and it's a redhead. It's a redhead.
Riding a motorcycle that way.
It needs to be two girls, one bike. It needs to be two girls, one bike.
Okay, so this is potentially inspired by, but if you have a space motorcycle, a girl on it with a gun, I mean, it's starting to get a little too coincidental at that point, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the
All right, let's keep this. It's a tough book, by the way. Not an easy book to find. All right, I love this book. Savage Dragon number 10. So this is an Eric Larson. This is a newsstand variant. So I should have put the other cover up, but the newsstand looks nothing like the original. Nothing like the original. Complete variant for the newsstand of this book. 4.98 on the census, 15 total. A 9.6 sold for $61 back in 2022. I think this is kind of a sleeper book to grab. Savage Dragon has a following. It's one of the longest running indie books ever produced after Spawn. I suppose it hasn't reached Cerebus level yet because that hit 300, but it's getting there. But I just like the fact that this newsie had a completely different cover from the direct, and not even remotely similar. I should have put the direct up, but worth keeping an eye out for this one. You can find it cheap for sure.
Interesting.
I'm saying if I can pull up an image of it.
Oh, yeah.
A second.
Does anybody know the reason why it's a completely different cover?
I have no idea. I'd love to know if there's an actual reason for it.
Yeah.
It's this image, right?
Yep. That's it. But anyways, I think that's a good book to keep an eye open for. And, you can find, this is a book you can find in dollar bins. Early Savage Dragon, they're in dollar bins. The later books, they're holding out. But
has it hit 300 yet?
No, but it's heading there pretty quickly. It's past
that's going to be a
250.
thing. That's going to be a thing.
And this book was super low ordered, and frankly, I don't even really like Eric Larson. I think he's kind of obnoxious, to be honest with you. But he, you can't argue with sort of the longevity of the series.
Yeah.
So this is one of the bigger books in the entire run. So this is number 156. This is a 1 in 10 by Herb Trimpe. A 9.6 of this damn book sold for $860 back in October of 2022. Only 15 on the census, 6 and 9.8. This book is a ghost. Is a damn ghost. I have never seen this book in person. Anybody here ever seen this thing?
Mm-mm. That's crazy.
I almost expected Carter to say, "Yeah, I got this." I almost expected.
He's like, I found it at the dollar sale I was at last week.
If I
found the
if I had it, you'd know. Because I would have been like, "Ooh, I got that."
Yeah, so a very, very difficult book.
I got that,
bro. I saw this for $30.
So this is an interesting book. So this came with a toy. So this book was never officially available for sale by itself. Clearly,
go back and buy that shit tomorrow, bro.
Clearly, Arthur Adams doing this, which is very nicely done. A 9.8 sold for this for $327 in May of 2021, which is a ridiculously good sale. Only 5 on the census in 9.8, 16 total. Fantastic Four homage, Fantastic Four 1 homage, which we all know Carter absolutely loves. But a good looking book. Now,
what did they go for raw?
Not that crazy. So, Aaron, if you and the irony is the toy doesn't go for that much. If you go to the next slide, Aaron, if you don't mind, bud, this is the toy it came with, and you can see the comic in the back. You have this toy by any chance, Carter?
No.
This toy, it doesn't go for crazy money. It's like $30-$40.
It's because it just takes up too much space. It just takes up too much space. That's why no one has it.
Exactly.
I think it's pretty bad. I'd love to I'd really like to have this thing, to be honest with you.
It's cool shit.
But yeah, this is just one of those kind of obscurities that come with toys.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like when you like the toy, like the sealed toy with the comic, will go for like almost next to nothing, but the loose comic by itself will be like expensive. It's a really weird phenomenon.
Well,
Young
that's
Avengers,
almost like the Spider-Man book.
For Young Avengers, you could buy that toy set with the book for cheaper than you could buy the book.
Yeah, because I've got the set.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same phenomenon with the Spider-Man. Remember, with that the white cover.
Yeah, $20.99.
$20.99.
Yeah. Although I think that definitely happened for a while, but that book got so hot. I think the toys went crazy at one point too.
Okay.
I think people woke up to that one because that was like the go-to toy comic for a while. But yes, for a while you could 100% buy the toy for cheaper than the comic with the comic in it. Yeah, so this is just a fun one. I do like, for whatever reason, there's something about these comic books that come with toys that I like, and yeah, I don't have this, but got eyes on it.
Mm-hmm. I miss the Toy Biz days.
All right, Carter, why don't you talk about this one then?
So this is Hawkeye and Mockingbird #1, 1 in 25 Jurjevic variant. I came across this book years ago, and I thought it had potential. You know what I'm saying? Just because it had like all the villains that were like MCU or about to be MCU, and then you have Doctor Doom right in the middle, right smack dab in the middle. And I tried to do an eBay. So I talked about this on my Instagram last week, and I tried to do a search for it to try to find any available copies, and there are none. So this book is looking like a ghost.
Total ghost, no
Mhm.
question. Yeah, I mean, this is a 1 in 25 from the Hawkeye and Mockingbird series. It didn't blow the doors off in terms of orders, so this one is virtually impossible to find. We've talked a lot about the Jurjevic covers on the show. There's a lot to get to, but this one is damn near hard to find.
It's
Anybody in
cover,
the chat has it, let us know.
Nice
You still have yours, Carter? You sold it?
Yeah, I still got it. I remember. I could have swore I recommended this for the Spec 10 back in the day. I could have swore.
You have to go back to those submission spreadsheets that we did.
Yeah,
that would be interesting to know. Derek, yes, $6.50 for a 9.6. That is not a typo. You were reading that correctly. I thought it was so funny. I didn't round up to 7. I just put down $6.50. So
still got it. It's not a 9.8, but
dude, they don't exist anywhere in the world right now. So
Hey, so if you get over a 9.2, it's probably worth grading.
This is a great Doctor Doom cover, even though there's like a bunch of other villains.
yeah, but Kang is right there. The rumor is that they're still going to sort of recast and see some of that through. You get Loki, who's also rumored to be a big part of Secret Wars. I mean, this cover has a lot going for him. Ultron right there. I mean,
oh, the hood is in the background. Who is that? Okay, so who's that guy right beside Doom? I want to say it's Toad, but it can't be. Or is that a Fantastic Four villain?
the Mole Man. I mean, it almost looks like an old Daredevil, though, like Owl or something. I mean,
yeah,
Mr. Hyde. Yes. That's
okay.
right. That's right. Yes. Good call, heroes. Good call, Paul. Yes, Mr. Hyde. That's it. All right. This is another one. This book is fairly easy to find, but I don't know. I think it might be worth a grab at the right price. Invincible Iron Man number 501. This is another 1 in 25 by Dejah. A 9.8 sold way back in 2022, so it's been a while for $50. 10 on the census, 7 and 9.8. But I think these are going to be collectible over time, and I'd grab all of these covers. And this one, this one can be had for, I would say $20 is a pretty easy price for this one raw.
Damn. Okay, I remember 500 Jurjevic.
500 was big, yeah.
That was the hot book. Not so much anymore, but yeah. And it's funny. I don't see this book. This 501.
I mean, all of like the 500 obviously has a huge blow up in orders, but it crashes on the back end of that. That's why I was thinking this one, while they're out there, it might be good to grab now because this is the kind of thing that can disappear.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep the show rolling. Oh, Carter, this one's all you, man.
So Shame Itself. So this is a Skottie Young cover. Now I actually came across this book. I can't say I'm a fan of it, but I'm sure there's a Skottie Young collector that will appreciate this and want to go after it.
What I was surprised about this book, there was 9,000 ordered roughly, which for a Marvel title, even a one shot, whatever, I mean, is pretty damn low.
This seems like during that time when Marvel was like really selling books.
Yeah, this was 2011, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I want to say that
12. I don't know, something like that. But listen, given what some of Skottie Young books are going for right now, I would not sleep on this if you saw it cheap.
Yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's going to climb.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous enough. It's ridiculous enough that people are going to want it.
But at the same time, like Skottie, it's only gotten really popular within the last 5-7 years.
Yeah.
Listen, we were talking about Skottie back in the Flipside days. I remember I was saying buy, and people were like, "We hate Skottie Young, we hate those books." And I forget the episode, but it was on one of those shows. People got all fired up, his book, the baby books suck. We're sick of them, kind of thing. And I'm like, that's that's when you want to step in because right. You love them, and then you get to the point of hating them, and the orders drop to such low levels. That's where the opportunities come in. Hey, Richie, you got 12 of 12 tonight, man. You're killing it. Richie's got 12 of the 12 books tonight. Dude, you are a no joke collector, buddy.
Skottie doesn't know.
That's congrats. Even some of those promise lands.
Man, there's so many layers to Skottie Young, man. It's like he can draw whatever. You know what I mean? I would hate to get into art contest with this guy. I don't think we've even seen his best. You know what I mean?
The biggest problem with Skottie Young is he's a really cool guy that everybody seems to like. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody has a bad thing to say about the guy. Right? He's just like a dude everybody loves.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
All right, I love this book. Divinity number 2. This is a Tula Lotay 1-in-20 variant. You've got the Space Girl vibes going on here. A 9/8 sold from this book in 2021 for $27. 7 on the census in total, 6 and 9.8. And there's only about just under 11,000 copies of this book ordered. So 1-in-20s, they're out there and they're affordable. But given how much people seem to love Tula Lotay, it seems like this is a book worth grabbing. You can find this book for $20 right now at ratio.
It's colorful.
Yeah.
You have this one, card? I know you collect a lot of the Valiant.
I actually don't have this one. I didn't even know about it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I just think this is kind of a sleeper. The number of people who hit me up on IG about Tula Lotay is crazy lately. And anyways, this one is a real sleeper that if you don't have in your collection, is probably worth grabbing if you like her stuff. 1-in-20 on 10,000 books ordered is not a lot of books.
Definitely need this in my collection.
It's a nice book.
Oh. All right, a little more Tula Lotay because everybody hits me up about her these days. This is Dejah Thoris, number 1, way back in 2016. This is just a cover C. But not an easy book to find necessarily.
Man, those colors, man, they're vibrant. It's a beautiful book.
It looks sugary.
So sweet.
It does look sweet, doesn't it? I mean, you can almost taste this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is this book's coming up almost on 10 years old now. Not quite, but we're getting there. So Yeah, just she seems to be of the artists that people talk to me about, where there's definitely it's starting to boil a little bit for her. So I know she had a big variant that just came out last week. What is it? The Power Fantasy or something like that. She had a variant of that that's blown up. So
oh yeah,
Tula Lotay, she's really starting to kind of come into her own. I mean, it feels like she's going to start rivaling Jenny Frison here in a little bit. I know. Don't come after me. I know the Frison fans are fanatical, but it's starting to feel like that.
It's like Frison and Besh combine styles together, and you get Tula Lotay.
Yeah, that's actually right. The colors of Besh, well, even like Bartel, like the Bartel colors, the Besh, just kind of put them all together, and you end up with Tula Lotay. So, and she's kind of crazy. I mean,
here's
some
what
of
you
her,
do.
we can't put the covers on this show, but some of her covers from like that Faithless series are bananas. Like, I don't even know how we would actually do a show. They're too bananas to edit with some of those covers. But
You know what you ought to do? Like if you're like holding a big show like Baltimore or something like that, put their tables next to each other.
ooh.
And then go over and tell one of them, hey, she was talking shit about you. Like, I don't like to get involved in these kind of things, but I don't know. I think you're a better artist than she is, but man, she's just like talking shit.
Well,
Yeah.
You're just
They
gonna
have
cause a war. You're just gonna cause a war.
The hell with that bitch.
well, it would be worth it just to see whose line is longer. So it'll be the ladies' dick measuring contest.
No, it'd be like what is it? Revenge of the Nerds with the pie. That's why. You wipe down the cover. That's why the line
my
would be
pie.
all super.
It's they do have a booth together. It's called Comic Sketch Art, right? Because they have like all the artists. I'm just joking. I don't think they're rep by them.
Yeah, man, I could see
All
where
right.
she's going to get into her space and create a little rivalry there.
You heard it here first.
Right.
All right. So here we've got a little Paul Green. That's not Zenescope, believe it or not. This is Galactic Bounty Hunters #1. This was limited to 150 copies by Be Amazed Studios. We've covered Paul Green a lot on this show. He clearly has a hardcore following, and I came across this the other day by coincidence, and I just thought it was a pretty cool looking book that I'd never ever seen before.
Yeah, that's badass.
I assume nobody here has seen this. It's just not the kind of thing you typically come across.
Yeah, it's so random. Like I've never even heard of Amazed Studios.
Be Amazed Studios, yeah.
Be Amazed Studios. Okay.
It's super indie publisher.
Yeah.
And to see him doing stuff like outside of Zenescope always kind of catches my eye. But I would 100% buy this book for the right price, just for the record.
Only 150 covers, right? And he's telling his friends, "Yeah, dude, I did a cover for a comic." Oh, you didn't. I've never seen. Get the hell out of here, dude. Because there's only 150 copies.
It's because BMA Studio still has 50 copies.
I'm sure they've got them all.
has
I'm
50
sure they
of them.
probably have like a 75 copies of it because nobody bought.
And Paul has the other 75.
All right. This was a submission by Will Miranda. Big fan of the show. Will, what's up, buddy? If you're watching, we appreciate all the support. Real quick. Before we get into this book, shout out to our boy Richie from Spec Media. He loves the Sunday show. I still think you should have kept the name Hot Bach Alert. Richie, that is the name for those in the know. Thank you, buddy. You were the best, man. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, this is a beautiful Stephanie Hans 1 in 25 from a series that didn't get huge orders, so a great book to have. A 9.8 sold way back in 2021 for $85, which is nothing. 6 out of 6 on the census, so 6 or 9.8. And this is a really cool book. We love Stephanie Hans.
Is that the reflection of the Twin Towers or the?
I think it's just the city. I don't think it's just the Twin Towers because I think they were gone by the time this came out. I think it's just downtown Manhattan.
Is that the Empire State Building then, Midtown?
Yeah, I can't make it out, but yeah, Joe, you're probably right. It's probably Empire State Building. And... cool looking cover though.
Yeah, hell yeah. Mama. Take it to mama. Mama.
All right. Let's keep going. Jade Warriors #1. This was a submission by our friend E-Man Tony Smokes. Tony, thanks, buddy, for this, man. We appreciate you. Great member of the community. This is a Deodato cover B. It's pretty badass. It's starting to dry up a little bit out there. I don't have this, but I would like to.
Yeah, Deodato's a beast, dude. Like nobody really like he does some sneaky good covers, man.
I think it's this. I think everybody loves and respects him, but he doesn't get the hype he deserves. Like there's nobody that sees his stuff that doesn't say he's an animal, right? But it doesn't seem like he ever there's any follow through on that. Just like everybody acknowledges how good he is, but this is a great cover.
I got 50-1 on Jade. I think she takes out the dragon.
This dragon's done.
Yeah.
That's a lucky dragon.
If you're gonna go, that's the way to go.
Yeah, why not?
Mama. Cut me. He's got a fucking lightsaber, bro.
What are the miniature girls at the bottom? Are they just small, or is that something else going on, sort of out of context?
Yeah, it's like a scene.
All right.
Okay.
Together they form the dragon.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We're going to come back to this title at some point in the future. All right. Joe, this is all you, bro.
Yeah, so I was digging a while back and I came across this and I go, is that Campbell? And yeah, this is the way he used to draw. This is early Campbell. There's a lot of Art Adams inspiration in there. You can see it. It super freaking cool. But there's not a lot of these. What is it? 8 on the census in 98. Damn. I've got 2 of them, but they're out there. They're affordable. But if you collect Campbell like I do, like this is so odd. You have to have it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Campbell is starting to reach levels. I mean, Joe obviously was a huge fan forever. Some of his stuff are hitting levels now that are crazy. I mean, true upper tier echelon artists, This is early work from him. This is like 2002, I believe this came out. Which is very early on in his run, but I think this is a great book to have in terms of like collecting his evolution. And this is IDW, like before, this is old school IDW, this book.
Yeah, 2002. Wow. You got Alex Garner on the cover too. And
Alex Garner is, we've covered him on the show many times. He is wildly underappreciated. The dude is super talented. Super talented. Hey, Aaron, real quick, before it's it's a boy short, but here Laura has chimed in all the way back to the start of the show. She said those were boy shorts. So thank you, Laura.
Okay.
We appreciate you. You're welcome to hop on if you'd like.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep, happy birthday.
Aaron, before we get to the last book of the night, because I think it's after this one, do you want to do the giveaway? Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, as long as I don't lag out. Let's see.
You sound good right now.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been choppy for me the entire stream, so I can't tell if it's... And then I can see my internet bar going down. But you want to...
This is
show
what
off
we're
what you are giving away.
Monroe #1. This is a book we talked about last week.
Mama!
I don't want to get into it now, but it's not that easy to find. Inside, there is a poster and some trading cards. The poster is a little bit on the risque side. If you commented on the video last week, you're entered to win this somewhat obscure, cool comic book.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
I felt bad you had to type all those names in.
How'd you do with that fact, dude? I mean,
it's IT work, man. I'm fast at typing.
That looks draining.
Because I realized 5 minutes. I realized that after 5 minutes before the show, and I think I finished right before we started while chatting with y'all.
Come on, Red Hood. Come on, baby.
Get out of here.
Come on.
Out of here. Get out of here.
Bam! Hey.
Oh, the lag
Is it my
killed
homeboy?
you. The lag killed you.
Oh, still chilling.
Still
Congrats.
chilling. All right.
I call
Yeah.
bullshit.
He's from Houston, so hit us up. Still chilling. Congrats.
Hit us up, yo. Congrats.
Hit up Mr. Longshort on Instagram, and he'll get you that Marilyn Monroe book. Joe's so mad.
Congratulations, man.
What's going on? I was like, oh, Joe. Oh, damn.
Oh, and still chilling's in the... Oh, they're saying it's rigged. Of course.
It's rigged.
That's all right.
We fix these things just to screw Joe.
Nah, man, I wouldn't have accepted that. No way. It's for the fans, for the people that tune into the show, man. It's not for me.
That's right, man. That's right. All right.
Oh wow.
So we'll talk about this book. We've talked about this book before in a different version, but this book sold for $150, which I thought was a criminally low price for how difficult this book is to find. So The Secret Life of Crows #2. This is a Campbell sketch variant. It was limited to only 100 copies. A 9/8 sold for $150 this week, which is crazy low. There were 13 on the census, 12 and 9.8, 5 our signature series. And I love the Campbell sketch art, to be honest with you. I think it really gives a sense of sort of how good he is. But this is a true ghost.
It's beautiful. Damn it.
You don't see too many just raw pencil Campbell covers.
There's a handful of them, but yeah, you're right, Carter. There's not that many of them.
There's a Wildstorm, like a DC Wildstorm Gen 13 variant that has raw pencils. That's the only other one that I know of.
He did, I think, one of the HeroCon books. He did a black and white pencil version as well. But the one that you just mentioned, Carter, drop it in our chat. I'll put it on the show next week.
So, like this book, if you have a chance to get it, the Linology, man, it's incredible pencils.
Hold it up again.
Oh,
Linology. So I got this. Hey, check it. And I didn't realize it was autographed in there. I was like, "Ah!"
Oh, that's cool.
Very, very cool. But these Secret Life of Crow books are just super, super, super tough to come by. Joe, do you have any of them? There's a color version of this. There's a Virgin, and there's this one. They're all ghosts.
I don't.
How does one get a Campbell cover? How does one get Campbell to do their book?
For indie label, I forget who the company who did this one. They must have had a relationship with him or know him, saying, "Hey, can you help us out here?" Because he's as high in demand as any artist.
And you'll just see his cover.
You have to know the guy.
It's like you'll just see his cover. You'll see his art on like the most obscure title.
Yeah, like that Bermuda book that came out, right? We covered that one on the show. I've got a copy of it. Like that Bermuda book that came out. Hold on, where is it? Like, it's super obscure. He had a 1 in 50 for it. And where is the damn thing? Like how the hell did that book get done?
Yeah. What's that book? Charizard.
Charizard. Yeah.
The Charizard books, those are all IDWs. We've covered most of them on the show. There's all sorts of different versions. They're all obscure and pretty cool. But yeah, he's got. I
must
don't
be
know.
an IDW shareholder.
It's like you would think he would only have time for big money, big character books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or covers.
Without question. I can't find my copy of that Bermuda book, but yeah, he pops up on random shit. He did Xenos. He has got Zenoscope covers, right? That we've talked about on the show, right? Like, what the hell is he doing work for Zenoscope?
Yeah, he did a Kickstarter for Zenoscope, a Kickstarter book. It's just beautiful.
Is Charizard Aspen? Maybe it is. I've got a bunch of them somewhere. Very well could be. But yeah, he pops up on the most random stuff. But this Secret Life of Crow stuff these are super ghosts for Campbell.
He's got sketch cards too that are super, super hard to find.
Well, even the cards, the Cinderella card he did at SDCC, not this year, but last year, like that card he was giving out is going for like $100.
Oh wow!
At that show, 80 to $100. So yeah, he is hitting a level like some of his stuff is going nuclear at this point.
Like every single thing that he has is worth something. Totally. Don't get me wrong. There's some stuff that is like, I've seen this before, but like, man, you blink your eyes and like, just the Witchblade cover he just recently did is just, bro, next level.
These, which hold on, where's the other one?
You know what it was? When that guy came out and started talking shit about the anatomy of the Amazing Spider-Man 6 of the Mary Jane, remember? And then after that, you really saw this motherfucker like take it to another level.
Yeah, that dude went all Karen on his art, and then
blew up. Yeah, even these, which didn't sell out immediately, are selling for a premium now. The Deadpool and Wolverines that he did.
Well, so Sickotron is asking, I get the out of 100 for baseball cards, but only 100 people can read this book. Is it even good? So this is probably like a variant of a open to order book or limited to whatever obscure number that's probably colored, trade dress, all that treatment.
Neil Ruffino or something was the creator behind this. And there are plenty of the cover A's available.
See,
But
you got to understand what, like, you got to. This is a comic book, yes, and you're supposed to read your comics, but when you have art like this on it surpasses that. It's no longer a comic book. It's artwork.
It's a piece of art. Yeah.
It's a piece of art.
Right. I mean, in his sense also, it's like it's very similar to like baseball cards, where it's a parallel of something that already exists and something else. Then this is the limited.
Oh, okay.
version.
I get. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's exactly the same, except that like there's not just 100 of these books of people to try to read this, right? Like that wouldn't make sense in comics.
Correct.
What is that? Is there a color version of this?
Yeah, can you pull it up? You want me to find it, Aaron, and send you the link?
Yeah. I want to see if who pulls it up.
I don't
We
first.
covered it before.
Secret Life of Crows #2. It's like, what are they? Hey, Jade, do you want to be on the #1 issue? Nah, I'll do #2.
I don't got time for #1.
You know what I mean?
Aaron, I pasted a
Either do 2 or 4
in the private chat. I put a
Cool.
link.
All right, share this tab.
So this, we covered the color version of this before.
Thank you, sir.
And there's a virgin as well, but they're all, I don't know what they're all good, like complete ghosts.
I have this cover on the French trade. If I could only read French. That's funny.
Sacre bleu.
And then he's saying, "Oh, this book is the same as this book." Yes.
Oh, okay. There's not a colored version of the Campbell, though.
No, there's the Campbell. That's Campbell.
That's Campbell?
Yeah, that's him right there. That's the same book.
It just has a trade. It has a trade on it.
There's a version of this thing too. Hold on, let me see. We covered the version.
that colored one does not look like this.
I like the pencils a lot.
Bro, I can't even tell that's Campbell. That is so different when it's colored. Holy shit.
Well,
the face looks different too, right?
Yeah, dude. Like
it gets shrunk down a little bit though too, as well. Keep in mind, like the sketch version fills more of the page, right?
But look at her eyes, like in the sketch version, right?
Her mouth is smaller on the color version.
Yeah, and then like the details around her face and eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did something different, man. They fucked it up.
Well, it's probably the colorist probably washed out a lot of his like details that he was doing, like in the sketch.
You think he told her some shit? Hey, you messed up my art, bro.
It's funny.
Yeah.
You're getting the black and the sketch is way better, the color is way better. This is why I love comic books, man. Like opposing views on the same thing and people can still be friends about it. So
right. The colored one does not look like Campbell.
Real Campbell fans are going to be all over this.
It's been a ghost for a long time. It went for 150 and that seemed like a ridiculous steal for a book this rare.
God, I can't believe I got Campbell. Is the sale on eBay?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? I have all Campbell saved. It must have been something else that. I would have bought it. I would have fucking bought it. I'm pissed.
That's why you need to start have a bunch of save searches where it's
J. Scott,
J. Scott,
J. Campbell,
JSC,
Jeff Scott,
and then right after all of that, you need the same list again with CGC 98 in front of it too. Just to cover all your bases of.
I'm going to get him to put a remark "Mama" on one of these books, bro. You watch.
Nice. Alrighty. So I want to thank everyone for watching. So on Fridays we have the Witching Hour coming up from Lucy's crew. I'll probably join her on a couple of episodes. That'll be Fridays in October. I'm gonna see if she'll start a little bit earlier too, like maybe like the last couple weeks in September or something like that, and then lead into October and maybe a couple weeks into November. So we'll see. And then on Saturdays is Saturday morning toy box with Rob from Team Nerd Herd. Monday is Cover Lovers. Tuesday is Comic Book Women. Wednesday is This Week in Geek, and then you're back here with us on Thursdays. Big shout out to our sponsors again. Happy birthday, Laura. Make sure you're using the code over at Bird City. You can use the code Nerdvana for a 10% discount on their website. You can also sign up for their text line so you don't miss any of their exclusive drops. And a big shout out to our other sponsors over at Cover Price. You can use the code Nerdvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And then, so what do you guys have coming up this week?
Hot Book Alert Live this Sunday on my channel. And it looks like the 12th anniversary is coming up.
Oh, for your channel. Congrats.
Yeah.
12 years.
12 years, damn, man. Yeah,
It's
Hot Book
dedication.
Alert Live. If you're not watching it, we talk about the hottest books. It's the hottest show on Sunday night. So check us out, 9 o'clock.
Hot. And then Joe and I will be on the OG Hot 10 show over at the House of Stein. So that'll be tomorrow night. And then I'm guessing we're going to also jump in on Saturday for Wonder Comic Mayhem. So I missed last week. And then I was like, when I watched the rewind, I was like, kind of like, dang, Nate was on too.
Yeah. When you're not there, I mean, it kind of feels, nothing against anybody, but like me and you have been partners in this thing for a while now, and so when you're not there, it kind of feels off a little bit. You know what I mean? Just feels off.
Well, with my internet acting up like for like 40 minutes of this show, so like I was like kind of like I probably should have reset my computer right before we started, but then it settled in like 10 minutes like right before we ended. But yeah,
better late than never, Aaron. That's what.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man.
I at least I could like still follow what was going on and change slides at a good time. It was what was important. So
cool.
But yeah, I love podcasting with Joe. We've been doing shows together since Flipside. So
Everybody loves podcasting with Joe, man. Everybody loves podcasting with Joe.
No, man,
I don't know anybody who's loved podcasting with Joe.
Hey,
Man.
I've never been on Thorough Show before. I see you on quite often. So,
bro, my tagline should be: I thought I had a lot of badass books until I met you guys.
that's all
Humble
of
pie.
us, right?
Hey, oh yeah, I got that. I got that in the Virgin. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Wow, we love having everybody on the show on. This is the best crew any show could ever hope for. So thank you all.
Man,
I'll
we're
call
almost
Dennis
at
right
100,
after.
man. We're almost at 100.
Dude, we got to do something for 100, man. We can't let that sneak up on us and fuck it up.
Yeah, we do a giveaway, something. I'll give away a slab. I still got to give away a slab on Richie's show, so it's all
yeah, I
good,
forgot.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out something for the 100th episode. Maybe we'll get DeVoe on by that time.
Yeah,
think
We,
that's
100,
we'll
we're
get
getting Defoe, we're
get our
getting
shirts.
Stein, we're getting McClay.
Did
We're
you
gonna get
message
the whole-
him your address?
No, he. Am I supposed to message him?
Yeah, you're supposed to message him your address.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I said that a few weeks ago or before
Man,
San Diego. Yeah,
I got ADD, bro. Like if you told me that,
yeah. I think you just text the cover price, IG if I'm not mistaken.
okay.
I'll read back with. I'll read the message again.
Call him
and I'll
at his
send
house. Hey, Matt,
it
extra large, Matt.
to you. But Derek, yes, I will call Dennis right after this too to see if he has the Wi-Fi hookup. I'm hoping that my house gets fiber at some point in time soon because I know the cable contractors that they were dropping dark fiber around my neighborhood. So I don't know when AT&T commercializes that, but I'm hoping it's sooner than later.
Dark fiber.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the main fiber lines that go around to connect.
Oh, I thought that was the new Star Wars villain. Goddamn. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a poo reference.
Oh man, that could be the next comic. Do you
Oh,
fiber? Do you dark fiber? Okay. Anyways,
Dark fiber. Powerful Jedi.
dang, look
Powerful
at Still
Jedi.
Chilling, trying to get me to move to the north side. Like I live in the boonies and I got fiber up here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my neighborhood, but that's a whole nother story. So for another episode, we'll catch you next week, or any of the other great channels. So later, y'all have a good weekend.